Our request is straightforward enough.
It's absurd. Mr. Morgan has not been deposed. He wasn't even on the defendant's previous counsel's witness list.
Mr. Morgan made a statement to the police regarding the events that happened at my client's cabin. Now, that has earned him a spot on the state's witness list. Now, the assistant DA may not wish to call him, but I do.
Why does she want to question you, Jason?
If Alexis is smart, and she is, she's going to try to portray Jason as an unfit father. A lot of things we can't talk about. She's going to concentrate on that.
God. Okay, well, look, whatever you want to make up, I'll go along with anything.
You didn't say that, and you didn't hear it. Now, if she asks you anything about business, you just plead the Fifth Amendment.
My favorite one.
This is unbearable.
Well, it's gonna start again in a minute.
I've got things to do.
Ellen, what is more important than this?
Do you know what Alexis is doing?
Darren knows. She can handle it. I know she can.
Order. Given the gravity of these charges, the court is inclined to give the defense considerable latitude to make its case. Therefore, I rule that Jason Morgan must take the stand.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your name for the record.
Jason Morgan.
Please be seated.
Mr. Morgan, what do you do for a living?
I run an import-export business.
What exactly do you import and export?
Whatever moves.
Do you consider these lucrative businesses?
I do okay, yes.
Do you consider these dangerous businesses?
Not especially.
Really? Isn't it true that a club, which you have an interest in, Luke's, was the scene of a drive-by shooting last December, widely assumed that you were the target?
Objection. Defense counsel is here to present the evidence, not assumptions.
Sustained.
Mr. Morgan actually saved a young man's life that night.
Miss Jensen, your objection was sustained. Can't you take yes for an answer?
I will withdraw the question. Mr. Morgan, what would you call a large, muscular gentleman that accompanies your son every time he leaves your home?
That would be Ronaldo.
He is, in fact, a bodyguard, is he not?
Only when he has to be.
Isn't it strange that a man in such a safe line of work would hire a bodyguard for his family?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained.
Withdrawn. Why did you name your son Michael?
He's named after my friend Michael Corinthos Jr.
After Sonny Corinthos, who was arrested on racketeering charges?
Objection, irrelevancy. Michael is one of the most popular names and has been for the past 25 years.
I'll rephrase the question. You named your son after Mr. Corinthos, who in fact gave you the businesses that you run. Is that correct?
Yes.
So one might say that you were following in his footsteps. Isn't it true that you were arrested 23 times last year?
Objection, irrelevancy. Those were nuisance arrests. Defense has yet to establish that Mr. Morgan is anything other than a reputable businessman.
Your Honor, we are trying to demonstrate that Dr. Jones had good reason to fear for Michael's safety. It goes to motive, the heart of the defense.
Very well. The court will allow this line of inquiry within reason. Prosecution's objection is overruled. Ms. Jensen?
Yes, Your Honor.
And despite a record like this, you still think you're a good father to Michael?
Yes, I do.
I have no further questions for this witness.
Jason, Could you please tell the court how much it costs for a package of disposable diapers?
The small ones go for $7.49 a bag, but Michael's ready to graduate up to the next size.
And formula, how much does that cost?
$3.19 a can. And the way he goes through them, Leticia says we should buy by the case.
Leticia?
Yeah, she helps take care of Michael.
Ah. And when was Michael born?
December 26th.
Now, he was born with a birth defect, wasn't he?
Right. It's called PDA. A flap in his heart didn't close right.
Who cares about this?
And you signed for surgery to correct
That fellow in the black robe,
Yes.
for one.
Had you seen Michael at the time that you signed for the surgery?
Yes, I did.
Did he seem weak or under distress?
Well, he was hurting. He kept moving all the time. And he had to fight to breathe. You see, that's what was wrong. He couldn't take in enough air.
So you authorized the surgery, and Michael made a complete recovery and is now perfectly healthy. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, Dr. Jones opposed the surgery. Is that not right?
Objection. The defendant had a reasonable difference of opinion as to Michael's medical care.
Your Honor, Dr. Jones is claiming to have Michael's best interests at heart all his life. I'm attempting to show that Dr. Jones' perception of what's good for Michael is erroneous and, in fact, dangerous to the child.
Objection overruled. Continue, Miss Jensen.
Do you know the name of Michael's pediatrician?
Dr. London.
Do you know his phone number right off the top of your head?
555-0114.
You knew that very well.
Yeah, well, I used it a lot. Michael was premature, and after his surgery, he needed regular checkups.
But overall, his health is good, no sickness.
No. Well, he's had a fever twice. One night, it got so hard for him to breathe, he couldn't fall asleep. So I made a tent out of some bed sheets and got under there with him and a humidifier and some stuffed animals. We stayed up most of the night. I don't know too many stories. I can't sing, so I just talked to Michael about what we'd seen that day, about what we'd do tomorrow. And something happened.
Can you tell the court?
Yeah, right, when I was promising to take him to the park, maybe buy a pretzel and feed it to the pigeons, Michael reached up and touched my mouth. And he looked at me like he finally figured out that I wasn't just a big pair of hands that brought him food or picked him up, that I was actually a person. Like him. And that's when I think he knew who I was and that I'd take care of him no matter what. And then sometime before morning, he fell asleep. And then I fell asleep listening to him breathe.
And what was it like, all those weeks not knowing whether Michael was dead or alive?
It was hard. I'd forgotten how to live without him.
Were you angry with the kidnapper?
I still am.
Yet when you had the chance to act on that anger, when you found Dr. Jones in the woods with Michael, what did you do?
He pulled a shotgun on me. I just took it away from him.
But you did break his right hand in the process, right?
Yes, I did.
Why didn't you kill him? The Jason Morgan the defense is describing certainly would have.
I wasn't going to go to prison and be separated from Michael, no way.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. No further questions, Your Honor.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Miss Jensen?
Nothing further.
This court is in recess till tomorrow at 10 a.m.
All rise.
What did I tell you? I knew Derek could do it.
If I didn't know better, I'd have sworn that boy was human. What a waste. What a pointless, horrible waste.
Good work.
We'll see.
I didn't know you were such a fan.
Don't push it, okay?
Chase, I think you made things okay for Michael today. But what else is new, right? Let's go.
Just one question, and then I'll go.
Why?
No. Who? Who is Alexis Davis?
I can explain that. In time.
Oh, take all the time you need. You'll have it.